Hello, it's T. Hoffman, and it's time for another 2-Minute Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a great week so far. As you can probably tell from my voice, I'm suffering from some allergies. But it's fall, so it's just that time of the year. One of the things I heard this week that was really surprising is that lawyers have such a bad reputation. Now, maybe it's not all that surprising because how many of us have walked into a party and introduced ourselves as lawyers only to hear a lawyer joke? But the surprising thing was that dentists had the worst reputations. People hated dentists the most. Second were stockbrokers. Third were used car salesmen. Fourth were lawyers. And fifth were IRS agents. Now, I have to say, having been audited twice, I find it hard to believe that lawyers are more hated than IRS agents, but I digress. So, why are we not popular with the general public? Well, the study actually said that lawyers are considered to be egotistical. We talk above other people's heads. We sometimes talk too much about ourselves. Many times we're late. Many times we make people wait on us or we're not responsive. The other thing that they said is that lawyers seem to be somewhat aloof when it comes to communicating with people. In other words, they have a lack of empathy. Now, what can we learn from this study and how can it help us when we're dealing with clients? Well, first of all, I think many of us take for granted all of the things that are so important in communication, like body language and empathy and asking open-ended questions. So make sure that you're doing that. Obviously, we all know that responsiveness is critically important, but many times we overpromise and underdeliver on our responsiveness. Never tell somebody you're going to call them back by the end of the day and don't call them back by the end of the day, because you're just setting yourself up for failure. You never know what's going to happen during the day. So I always tell people to use that 20% rule. Always tell people, I will call you back tomorrow. Then if you do it sooner, it's better. That 20% rule means that if you've got an hour to do something, you should give yourself an hour and 20 minutes. But always give yourself more time than you anticipate, and then surprise your clients by over exceeding their expectations. The other thing that was interesting to me was this whole idea that lawyers seem somewhat aloof. And I think the aloofness really comes from, to a large extent, and I almost hate to say this, because lawyers are smart. We're very smart. So sometimes we don't listen as well as we should, and we interrupt too often. Make sure you're not one of those people. Pay attention to people. No one likes to be interrupted. I promise you, if you'll do that, you'll not only have better relationships with your existing clients, but you'll be better equipped to attract new clients. Don't fall into the trap of being one of those lawyers that people dislike. Be one of those lawyers that people love and recommend. Now, I hope you'll check out our online training at lawstrategycoach.thinkific.com. Again, lawstrategycoach.thinkific.com. And Brenda Barnes is one of our new content creators. Her course is coming up soon, so make sure you keep an eye out for it. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week on another 2-Minute Tuesday.